Profit is a reward to owners of a business for taking on extraordinary risk. You started a gym. Like that, 99% of the world population doesn't ever start a business. It's too scary, too challenging, requires too much effort and too much drive. But you did it. This is a reward for you investing in your business with sweat equity and perhaps even money.
Welcome along to the ABC Financial Intensive Shows. We're into week 4 of our shows on financial management, featuring our expert guest, Mike Michalowicz. Over the past 3 episodes, we've discussed resources to improve your knowledge around financial management, tips for improving cash flow in your business, strategies to reduce expenses, and this week we're chatting about paying yourself first and how to stick to your New Year's financial resolutions. Let's get straight into it. Hey, Mike, welcome back to our final week of the intensive series.
Week 4. I wish I had like a horn or something to blow off. I'm so excited.
I know. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And it's especially exciting because today we're talking about a topic that I think a lot of people want to know about, and that is paying yourself first. Now, throughout the last 3 weeks, we have mentioned your book, Profit First, and I mentioned the benefits that I got personally out of reading it. And one of the big themes in the business, of course, is paying yourself first. So I thought that in our final week of the intensive series, you could maybe talk us through a bit of a step-by-step guide.
Yeah. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm excited. So Profit First is the principle that we've already been alluding to it over the last 3 weeks of taking your profit first. Why do you do this? It's a couple of reasons. One, it works with our natural tendency to work with bank accounts, right? We log into our bank, check what our balance is every so often. What I'm saying in Profit First is keep doing that behavior. It's your best ally. Keep doing your bank balances. The second thing is it's the envelope system. We're going to pre-allocate money to its purpose. So we're going to put money into the profit account. I'm going to give you the other accounts in a minute, owner's comp and so forth. And we're going to put money into these different accounts, and we'll know before we access the money what the intended use of that money is. That's very important. And then the last thing, of course, is by taking our profit first, we are reverse engineering profitability. Something I talked about last week. You take your money, you tuck into profit account, and now you are forced to run your business off the remainder, and you're forced to run your business profitably, consistently, and permanently. Here's the basic steps to staying profit first. I found every business should have 5 foundational accounts. First account is an income account. This account is a checking account or savings account at your bank. It's for deposits only. So when people pay their membership fees or however you collect money, it goes into this account. Kind of like a dinner that you have with your family where you take out the meal, you put it on a serving tray. You never tell your family members, hey, just eat off the serving tray with that knife and fork of yours. Instead, you say, I'm going to serve you off this main tray and put food on your plates. That's what the income account is. It's simply a serving tray of cash. You never consume off of it. But what we do is we then allocate to the remaining 4 accounts. One's the profit account. That's what money that is going to be for you as a reward. Profit is a reward to owners of a business for taking on extraordinary risk. You started a gym. Like that, 99% of the world population doesn't ever start a business. It's too scary, too challenging, requires too much effort and too much drive. But you did it. This is a reward for you investing in your business with sweat equity and perhaps even money. The next account is called owner's comp. The owner's comp account is money that is allocated to pay your compensation. I call this the lifestyle account. This pays for your lifestyle. You are an owner of the business. You get profit for that, but you're also an owner operator, and that's what your compensation is for operating the business. The next account is called a tax account. I think in Australia it's June 30th. In the States here it's April 15th. When that tax bill is due, you're digging through your wallet, you're digging into your purse trying to find money and panicking. But the definition and part of financial freedom is that the business addresses all your financial responsibilities, including your taxes. So your business is going to reserve a portion of that income to your tax liabilities. And taxes, specifically I'm talking about income tax. I also realize in the States we have sales tax. In Australia you have GST. Those would be separate additional accounts we could set up too. But these are just the 5 foundational I'm talking about. And then the last account is called the operating expense account, or OpEx. And this is what you run your business off of. And what we do when money flows in the income account, we use predetermined percentages. For the last 3 weeks, we kind of started figuring out your profit percentage. Well, we're not going to have time on these trainings, but I have a free download. You can just, I'm sure, Chantel, you can share it, but there's a free download where you can get suggested percentages for different size companies. You have to figure out allocation percentage for each account. Then as money flows in to the income account, you divide it up to share to drive us home. This is the envelope system. This is something my mother did. I guarantee someone in your family tree has also done this, that when my mother worked, she would receive her check and then she would cash in that check and divide the money up into different envelopes. One was a food envelope, one was the mortgage, one was to give back to the community and to the church and so forth. So the food account or the food envelope, my mom would go to the store and she'd make do with what was in there. Now, she always had enough money to buy food, but I don't want you to confuse having enough money with having the same amount of money. You see, the percentage of income for her varied. Sometimes she was sick, sometimes she'd work overtime. Therefore, the amount going into each different envelope would vary because it was a percentage-based system. But when she had less money in the food envelope, she would buy cheaper food. When she had more money, she either stored some away for future needs for food or she'd buy sometimes a treat. Well, the lesson's the same for our business. As money flows to different accounts, the operating expenses, it's just a percentage of income. If our income varies, and it will, so will the operating expenses. We have to be able to live off of the lower threshold of our operating expenses. And when there's more money in the operating expenses, queue some up for a little bit for the future. Or maybe you can buy that one piece of equipment. But you must live within your operating expenses. I have a final lesson here. If you look at your operating expenses and then you look at your bills and you can't pay your bills, when you can't pay your bills, you can't afford your bills. That is your business giving you direct feedback that you must adjust your business, you must reduce expenses or increase margin, be more profitable at the top line so that you can afford your bills. But if you can't pay them, you can't afford them, and you must adjust your business.
Mike, over the last 4 weeks, you've talked to us about financial management. We talked about improving cash flow, reducing expenses, and today, of course, how to pay yourself first. We're going into a new financial year, 2018. Tell us one last thing. How can we stick to our New Year's financial resolutions?
Yeah, so I gave you the system that'll get you started, right? So set up these accounts. But the big thing is get an accountability partner. Listen, you're gym owners. You get this more than anyone. If I want to be successful at the gym, if I hire a trainer, the chance that I'll have success getting physically in shape, improving my health increases dramatically when I'm accountable to someone that knows what they're doing. So find an accountability partner, work with someone else, or find an accountant or bookkeeper who specializes in profit first, and that's the ultimate trainer. Do one or the other, either, or do both. And I promise you, when you're working with someone else, the chance of your successes skyrocket.
Mike Michalowicz, you are quite amazing. Thank you so much for joining us over these past 4 weeks of the intensive series. We are going to put all of your contact details, the details of your books and your podcast in today's show notes. So I want to say thank you so much on behalf of the FBP family for joining us for this intensive series.
It's been my pleasure.
It has been thanks to our friends at ABC Financial that we've been able to bring you these intensive shows over the last 4 weeks. I caught up with their Chief Revenue Officer, Steve Ayres, to thank them for their support and to chat about what's happening for ABC Financial at URSA 2018. Hey, Steve, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us on the show again.
Thank you. It's always great to be here. I appreciate you having me.
It's been far too long since we caught up last time, but we're now smack bang into the start of 2018. And I wanted to just get you on the line and say a super huge thank you so much to ABC Financial for being the exclusive partner for our intensive series in 2018.
We're excited. It's a great program. It was very good for us last year in the industry, so we're excited to do it again this year.
Well, we are super excited to have you guys on once again, and we've got some amazing guests coming up throughout the year, but we're not here to talk about us. We're here to talk about you, because URSA is just around the corner. So I know it's a really busy time of year for ABC Financial. Tell us about the booth that you have at URSA 2018.
We're excited. This is the first year, as you know, that we're going to URSA under new ownership. So, recently we've had a little bit of a transition being sold to Tomo Bravo, a private equity firm out of San Francisco. They specialize in software and IT companies. So this is very exciting for us as our growth trajectory starts to climb a lot more over the next few years. And we just got a lot of good things coming to URSA, whether it's some new features for the software, some new partnership integrations. So we're just very excited about 2018 URSA.
So if people want to come and say hi and they want to come and have a chat, can they rock up to the booth, or do they need to make an appointment to come and see you first?
You're always welcome to make an appointment, but listen, we'd love for you to just come by, say hi, see us. We're a nice 2-story booth right up front, so you shouldn't miss us. So please come by and say hi.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to catching up at URSA in the very, very near future. I'm going to be popping by and saying hi at the booth. As a matter of fact, I think we might bring the camera around and do a little bit of a bird's eye view and check out what's happening at the ABC Financial booth this year. So, Steve, look, thank you so much again to you and all of the team at ABC Financial. Thank you for your ongoing support, and we cannot wait for a very big 2018.
Well, thank you. We appreciate, speaking for the industry, we appreciate what you guys do. It's a huge service to our industry, and just keep it up. And can't wait to see you guys at URSA.
We'll see you soon. Once again, a big thank you to ABC Financial, and here's a quick word from one of their team.
Hi, this is Bob Surface from ABC Financial. If you have a club located in the Midwest, I would love to help you with your software and billing solutions. You can contact me at bob.surface@abcfinancial.com. That's bob.surface@abcfinancial.com. Thank you, and looking forward to hearing from you.
Once again, we'd like to say a very, very big thank you to our intensive partner. ABC Financial leads the health and fitness industry in software and payment processing solutions. If you want your business to thrive with the most advanced club management software, comprehensive payment processing, and customer service that is second to none, then choose ABC Financial. You can request a demo at www.abcfinancial.com. In addition to the podcast, you can also download a transcription of each of the intensive shows. Just go to fitnessbusinesspodcast.com, click on the tab at the top of the page called Intensives, then scroll down and press the button that says Access the transcription of this interview. Thank you so much for all joining me over these past 4 weeks of the ABC Financial Intensive shows on financial management. Our next intensive will be out in just a few months' time. So make sure that you subscribe to the podcast show notes at fitnessbusinesspodcast.com to ensure that you do not miss it. I would love to hear what you thought of the latest series. You can email me at chantal@fitnessbusinesspodcast.com. Until next time, what you leave behind is not what's engraved into monuments, but what is woven into the lives of others.